Prediction Ascension Podcast. Hate me or love me, there's no in between. So you already know sex traffickers, human traffickers, rapists, they all going down, B. And so sadly to see my nigga R.Kelly go down, bro. They gave him 30 years, bro. 30 years. He's just the tip of the iceberg, B. Ghisaline Maxwell, Epstein's associate, Jeffrey Epstein's associate, she got 20 years for helping the cohorts trafficking young kids for Epstein and other associates to be used. But they ain't gonna say them niggas' names though. But it's crazy, yo. My nigga Kel's got 30 years, B. The step in the name of love, clap in the name of love. I wanna up and ride till you stay that. You know what I mean? All that good R&B, nigga. All that good R&B. You know what I mean? Okay, he was supposedly married to Leah when she was 16. He was fucking with Sparkle's fucking niece. I don't fucking know what's going on. But women want to fuck niggas in power. He's not a bad guy for using his superstar stardom. It's just that shit got tight. He couldn't pay. These bitches said, fuck it. I'm down with the Me Too as well. I think this thing's some scumbag shit, though. We all seen the tape. I don't know if the bitch was 13 or not. All I know is the nigga peed on the bitch. And people ended up getting peed on. I don't fucking know. And they're gonna have her ID posted in the fucking goddamn video. The old sex tape, VHS sex tape. Niggas was actually bootlegging that shit. Niggas made money off the bootleg tapes of him, Ray J. It's crazy, B. People have fucked up minds. But it's fucked up they gave my nigga Kels. He should have got off with maybe just good music in general. Yo, the nigga been giving us hits since the fucking early 90s, bro. It's sucker shit, man. Hold on to this. Look at this clip.
Breaking news this afternoon. Live to see the breaking news. That's Stephanie Smythe standing by with the latest stuff. And Jackie, we can tell you that R.Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. That coming down the sentencing just now in Boston. Those 30 years in prison for using his R&B superstardom to subject young fans to systemic sexual abuse. The singer and songwriter convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking last year at a trial that gave voice to accusers who once wondered if their stories were ever going to be heard or listened to because they were black women.
Because they were black. That shit is crazy. Black ain't a race, bro.
In a courthouse in Brooklyn, and the sentence caps what is being described as a slow motion fall for R. Kelly, who is now 55 years of age. He has remained, though, really adorned by legions of his fans, even after allegations about
fucks with Kels, B.
girls began circulating publicly.
Damn, bro.
In the 1990s. He's been in prison since 2019, but now R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison for using his superstardom to subject young fans to systemic sexual abuse. Keep it here for more on this breaking news.
See, they got my nigga Kels, B. I think it wasn't fair, bro. Like 30 years, bro, on some bullshit. Other people was saying they was held against their will. I seen Surviving R. Kelly. It sounded like a bunch of malarkey. Women gonna be women at the end of the time. Excuse me, and they need people to take the fall all the time around here, right? So, with Kels being out, the factor is that you know who else took the fall? Ghisaline Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's fucking associate, and apparently he was a financier for Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton, Jeffrey Epstein. And I read up on all this shit. The sex trafficking shit is real. Human trafficking is still real to this day. Organ harvesting is still on to this day. Racketeering charges, RICO charges, everybody's getting hit with everything, B. See, the pandemic, we thought we was living our best lives, but obviously we're not. PPP loan niggas going to jail. Everybody going to jail, B. Even Ghisaline Maxwell, she couldn't get out of this shit. So, watch the clip on this. They only showed the 39-second clip on her. But R. Kelly, he's sitting there. He's doing bad, bro. He's doing bad in lockup, man. It's fucking sad, B. Check out this clip from Ghisaline Maxwell. Sex trafficking is real. And if you are a victim, you should come forward. But there's certain things that um, people are enticed by money. And I think a lot of money was spewed around with the R.Kelly situation. He was spewing a lot of money around. And the same thing with Jeffrey Epstein situation with Ghisaline Maxwell. They was giving out a lot of money. They was spewing money around. They was throwing it like a fucking strip club. But if you accept the money in payments, you shouldn't be backtracking and saying niggas sexually abuse you. You took payment. Same thing with the why. Them Saudi Arabia niggas, what they do to these IG models across seas, them bitches sign NDAs. They can't never come back and say what's going on. But they do leave with 50 racks, 100,000 in racks and shit, 100,000 bands. They leave with money. And they get shitted on. They get treated as human porta potties. They can't run back and tell them niggas, because you know why? The Middle Eastern world is not the Middle East. The Eastern world, they not adapting to Western ways. They don't give a fuck about the bitches over there in the Middle East. A man is king, and his last word is bond. These women out here is a different story. They'll take payment, and they will tell on you 10, 12 years later, 10, 20 years later, like they did Bill Cosby, because they want to fuck a man in power. But if things ain't going right, they can't call on you and do shit. They'll expose you in a fucking book like Superhead did. Or they do retarded shit like that and put in an affidavit or sign a witness statement. But trust me, some of this shit was consensual and some of it was coerced and against their own will, I believe. But Ghisaline Maxwell, she going to jail too. Bitch got 20 years. Check this clip out.
Ghisaline Maxwell has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse teenage girls. Maxwell was found guilty on sex trafficking and conspiracy charges back in December. Prosecutors were seeking a prison sentence of 20 to 55 years in prison. Maxwell has denied abusing anyone. Her lawyers wanted a sentence of no more than 5 years behind bars. Ghisaline Maxwell sentenced to 20 years in prison. More on that breaking news this afternoon.
See, they won't talk too much about Ghisaline Maxwell, but the bitch did do some crazy shit. I think she was coercing them young girls into going to see Epstein for foot massages, back massages, all that shit. We seen it on Netflix. But I still also think some of the young females went over there to make some money. And they recanted on their situation as them being cornered or being abused because of the whole Me Too movement that came into effect and pushed everything out into the open when it came to the Kobe's rape trial, the rape allegations, when it came to Shaq giving females millions of dollars just to sign an NDA because they couldn't disclose nothing, because that's why nothing came out on Shaq, because he did it the smart way. You sign an NDA, you take this payment. If you come back to me in any way trying to file a lawsuit, we will bring it up in trial or criminal defense. Say, no, you accepted payment for certain situations, and he recorded this. So you got to remember, people do anything for the mighty dollar, especially in America. People are people, but in America, people do anything for the mighty dollar, and it will put your career at risk and everything else at risk when it comes to these women and these females. But also to see a female coerce a lot of fucking other young females to come see Epstein, Bill Clinton, all of them trafficking each other. It is what it is, be trafficking, coercing, making payments to be masseuse for the time being on Epstein's island. I don't know. I just know it's crazy. They gave out 50 years to two motherfuckers already. 50 years to two motherfuckers that was part of that sex trafficking shit. So you can imagine how the human trafficking shit, human trafficking, you're looking at life. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy, bro. But I see a lot more celebrities getting locked up in the meantime, but damn, they called Kelly on the back end. Kelly should have took his ass to fucking Thailand like Russell Simmons did. I just said, oh, y'all niggas think, what? I'm getting this G5, nigga. No extradition treaty. I'm out of here. You ain't gonna lock me up for fucking 30 years. Think I'm gonna be exonerated. If I knew I was a scumbag and I knew I wasn't gonna be exonerated, what the fuck I'm doing hanging out here? Would have went to Miami, Florida, got on a boat to Nassau, to Bahamas. After that, I took my ass to motherfucking Thailand. Got on a flight to go to Thailand. Plain and simple. Don't fucking hang around. Ghisaline Maxwell, she's another one. She was still hanging out in her Long Island home or New York, somewhere the fuck the bitch was at. What are you, stupid? The police is coming. Why the fuck you hanging around? Police coming, I'm out. They gonna have to do their jobs and catch me. They get paid to catch niggas. Why the fuck am I gonna put my hand in fucking handcuffs so they can take me in? Nah, nigga, you gotta do your job. You gotta come catch me, nigga. I'm on the run. It is what it is, B. Prediction Ascension Podcast, hate me or love me, there's no between. You know what I mean? Hit me up on Prediction Ascension at Twitter, Prediction Ascension TM on Instagram, Prediction Ascension TM on fucking Facebook. You already know. There's some weird shit going on here, but they gave out 50 years already for that sex trafficking shit. Hit me and let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do me the fucking favor.